Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about 3D forms. 3D forms are different than shapes because forms have height, width, and depth. So the difference between a square and a cube, a square is flat because it's a basic shape. A cube would have height, width, and depth, meaning it has a top, like a bottom, and sides. So an example of something that would be 3D would be my Diet Dr. Pepper bottle because it has, it's circular, so it is round. My coffee mug would be another example. Let's see, this box of Kleenex. This would be an example of a type of cube because it has height, width, and depth. So those are forms because they're not flat. Today, we are going to learn how to draw three basic forms. We're going to learn how to draw a sphere, a pyramid, and a sphere, a cone, and a cylinder. Okay? A sphere is a circle. Now, a circle is going to look like a circle no matter what. But a sphere would be like a ball. So like a tennis ball, a basketball, a soccer ball. Those are all spheres because they're circular, three-dimensional items. Okay? A cone is like an ice cream cone. It is triangular in shape, but it has a curved bottom. So this would be like an ice cream cone. This could be like one of the cones that we use outside at car rider duty to make sure that cars stay in the lane and that kids are safe. And then the last one is a cylinder. A cylinder would be round. It would be like a can of soup. It would be like my coffee mug. It would be anything that is round that has a flat top and bottom. These are probably three of my favorite forms, and I think they're going to be kind of more basic for us to get started with as an introduction. So we are going to start by drawing our forms today. Now, we are going to draw the cylinder, the cone, and the sphere, okay? I need you guys to grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and then you'll need crayons. I, of course, will be drawing with a marker so that you guys can see my lines on the camera better. We are going to start with the cylinder first today, okay? The cylinder has an oval opening at the top. So we're going to start by drawing a long and skinny oval, okay? This is the shape here at the top. And then we are going to draw a straight line going down on both sides. Okay, the bottom of a cylinder is not a flat line. It is not a straight line across. It is a curved line. So it's going to look like you're drawing a very subtle smile. It is a curved line that will match this curved line. Okay? The next shape is the cone. The cone is going to start like we're drawing a triangle. So we're going to draw a slanted diagonal line to the right, a diagonal line to the left. Now, if we were drawing a triangle, I'd make a flat bottom and we'd have an amazing triangle. However, we're making a cone. So, again, we need to have that curved line here. So it's going to be like a very subtle smile. Very basic. There we go. So we have the beginnings of a cylinder and a cone. The last shape we're going to do is the sphere. Now a sphere is going to be the same thing as a circle. So you guys are just going to come in here and draw what you think of as a circle. All right. The last thing I'm going to do is draw a line across my paper to make it look like these items are sitting on a table. So now I have what is called a still life of my forms. I have cylinder, cone, and sphere sitting on a table. And now we're going to get to use the element of art of value to make these forms a little bit more realistic looking by giving them some shadowing so that they look like they really are three-dimensional. All right, so we are gonna start on our oval for the cylinder, and we're gonna start with any color crayon you want. I'm gonna use a purple, and I'm gonna start with my dark value over here, and I'm gonna gradually fade into a very, very soft. Okay, so I started dark and I went light. Now for the actual cylinder body, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna start really soft over here, and then I'm gonna start getting darker and darker and darker. So the time I'm here at the edge, I am really dark. Okay, I can smooth that out. Kind of fill those in a little bit. But now I have a cylinder shape that looks like I have some height and width and depth to it because of the way I colored it using value. I'm gonna use that same technique on this cone down here. I'm gonna start with a dark, hard pressure, and I'm gonna gradually get softer. And then I'm gonna get even softer till I'm here at the end where it's barely even noticeable. Now I'm gonna come in here and do a little bit of my filling in. Okay, so I have my cone here that has my dark value all the way to my light value. I'm gonna finish it up by doing my sphere. Sphere, I'm gonna start the same way. Here's some light. I'm gonna start transitioning into a medium. Get a little bit darker. Darker. And then here at this end, I'm gonna start really dark. And I can kind of backtrack a little bit. And then I'm gonna kind of come in here sideways and blend it a little bit. So it looks like my dark is blending into my light. And look at that value we just created on a sphere, a cylinder, and a cone. Now there's one more thing I want us to do with this project. I want us to add some shadow. I'm gonna make my table blue. So I wanna add some shadow. So I'm gonna kind of come below my cylinder and give myself that curved line at the top and the bottom. This is gonna become the shadow for our cylinder, and I'm gonna color pretty dark. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing down here for my cone. I'm gonna make that curved, just like the bottom of the cone's curved, except for over here, it's gonna be more of a point because the top of the cone is pointy. So something like this, I'm gonna color that in nice and dark, and these are gonna become the shadows for our forms, because when something has height, width, and depth, it's gonna have a shadow, just like we have shadows when we go outside or a light is hitting us. And then lastly, I'm gonna do the sphere. Now the way the sphere is drawn, we're not gonna see too much of it, but I'm still gonna come underneath it, and I'm gonna color this in some. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go ahead and color the rest of the table in nice and soft, or nice and medium, I guess. And this way it'll look like the table is all blue, and we just happen to have some light hitting it so that the shadows created appeared on that blue table. Okay, and then the very last thing we need to do is our wall in the background. And we can do this pretty similar. Start over here with our nice dark value. And then we're going to ease our way into some softer colors. And down here, we're gonna have really, really soft. Okay. All right, so here is my finished project, guys. I have a 3-dimensional cylinder, cone, and sphere with shadows on the table and colored completely using the skill of value. So I have value on my wall, value on each of my shapes. So guys, I cannot wait to see your 3D forms, see your value coloring, and see your shadows. This one is a pretty complex project, lots going on. All right, have some fun with this one, guys. See you next time. Bye.